faithless coward! I return. I stand with you. You're just...
Never cross the Queen.
I hear the wilds call.
Tremble before me.
I'm searching for an apprentice. Someone to train in the art of righteous warfare.
I once ruled Ashol-Meru. Then came a war I could not win.
Okay, that was actually like really good timing in terms of like leaving that. So hello, welcome everyone. We are here in game number 1, but between Roll1 eSports and Macro Machines. We are on Darkenshire. I've got my feet up on this like a pillow underneath, and the cat just came down and laid on top of them, which is adorable. But also, like, that's my pillow. So we do go in on Anduin, more like Banduin, am I right? This will be taken out. Dragonshire is one of the maps that I like the most because the offlaner gets to be super important. Rexar is my go-to. We'll have to see what they go with. I was complaining about this the last cast as well. I can't sit cross-legged in this chair, and it really bothers me. Because I want to, and I'm not allowed to, because the arms are just in a bad spot for it. My new chair lets me, but my new chair is not here. My new chair is somewhere else. Okay, so we have a definite healer choke coming out on the side of Macro Machines. They're very, very afraid of the healer on the side of Roll1. For some reason, I want to say that's Jason, but it might be Velvet. But I think Jason's the healer. Determine if I'm correct. So we're gonna, oh, interesting. Illidan being banned out. There's got to be a story behind that. If I did interviews, I'd find out the story. But I gotta tell you, whenever this series is done, I'm going to bed. I keep saying I should not cast both the 9 and the 11 o'clock slots, but I always do. I don't get to cast enough, but then I'm also always so tired at the 11 o'clock. So to go and have, this is not surprising, they banned out their two, like, least favorite healers, and they immediately first picked the one they didn't ban. This does put Roll1 in a position where they have to take, most likely Malfurion or Deckard, if I had to take a guess. Possibly Lucio. I haven't seen a bit of Lucio lately. But that might be because I was casting Slick Rub. Alright, there's Velvet coming out. So I was wrong. Jason is not the healer. It is Velvet. I knew it was one of the two of them.
Glory to the Horde.
So Thrall is a really, really good offlaner. It can pair just about anyone. The real way that you beat Thrall is by double soaking. So we'll have to see if Roll1 like takes that advice to head and does not try and fight for the control of the top. Because there are not a whole lot of people that can really fight Thrall. Leonard does okay up until 7. KLA going to come out here with Vala. So far we have an offlaner, a healer, and a DPS. So yep, that makes sense. Get rid of the tank. They have not picked a tank themselves yet. Both sides do have their healer. Oh, Rhaegar does exist. I suppose that's true. And we do have the oh, okay, I was not expecting the Alrak pick. Alrak ban coming out. Just ban some more healers. You know, clearly they're going to go double healer. Don't let Velvet trick you. Alright, it's a perfect day for Frozen Mayhem and for the Frozen Throne. Both of those are true statements. So Rocky World is going to be the Anubrak going into Varian. This is going to be very, very dangerous for Rocky World because if he uses the burrow charge for an engage, he just kind of gets stuck and has no escape. So he casts, that like takes away one of his big engage tools. We do go and have, there is the Lyric. I said the Lyric does, no, the Lyric on the same side. So they just really want to shut that down. Mango, who you taken into probably Thrall, maybe Leoric. I like the versatility this gives them. Like, will they put Thrall up there to fight for the top point, or will they have Leoric double soaking? It kind of means they can answer any strategy they want to. Well, that is definitely a pick. We'll have to see how this goes. I love Artanis, but he's not someone I pick seriously. He's someone I pick to like have fun with. So we'll have to see what this serious Artanis looks like. But here we go into the game. I will go and get out of your way. See you in just 1 second, and be awesome. Alright, coming into game number 1, we do go ahead and have this side of Roll1 eSports, the Regency of Rebellion. We do go ahead and have Mango coming out on the Artanis. Velvet is going to be playing the Dog. We do go ahead and have Sylvanas is going to be played by Jason. I don't know why I couldn't see that. Waneba is going to be on the Junkrat. And we have Mango, the Artanis, going to the bottom lane, or the middle lane. The lower lane for the other ones. On the other side, we do go to have Jimmy Bob Joe is going to be coming out here and playing the... Who is that? The Stu... Did not recognize that skin for a second. We do go and have KLA is going to be on the Vala. Hoku playing Varian. We do go ahead and have Artemis Jet playing the Leoric. And Ratson will be on the Thrall. Do not quite successfully get a tower from that, but they come close. KLA is like... I love it. Cheeky is such a like European thing to say, but I love it. It makes me happy. We have Tibbs up here, so this does mean that Mango actually going ahead. Now, here's the question. Does go and go for amateur opponent? Okay. Oh, this is a bit laggy. This is a bit yuck. Oh, like cats, did you do something? I don't know who is stuck. Apparently it was me. Well, like, did the cat do something? Did the cat mess me up? We do have Tibbs Jet up the top lane, going ahead and try knocking into this. Nice push. Does go in and do a loop of damage to the front wall. We have Rocky Roll comes up there to stop that. Here comes Mango. Mango cannot beat Leoric. Mango will get destroyed. Like, the only real chance Artanis has is to go with the stacking quest, because otherwise Leoric just kind of runs away with it. But here comes the top camp. We go ahead, but Tibbs Jet is going to go out here, take the top lane, and Thrall is here. We do have Rocky World in the area. We're not going to let that get channeled. The Rock versus the Rat, let's go. They'll fight down here. Hoku going to step in. There is the nice taunt coming down, but no follow-up damage from Jimmy Bob Joe. I also like the name Jimmy Bob Joe. Here comes... Will Varian get here in time? Hoku coming up right now. No. We do have the Dragon Knight comes out in favor of Roll1 eSports. So the Dragon Knight in the middle. Kind of unsupported, honestly. Rastin comes out, and we'll try and get into this. What? What happened? I just got through saying that, Artanis, like, can't beat Leoric. So how did this happen? I do have this being knocked through very quickly. We do end up having, in total, like the entire front wall does go down for that. Ratson goes ahead, nice double root comes out. Not going to be able to follow up on that very, very quickly. Ratson does go with Mana Tide at level 4. Crash Lightning. Oh, Hoku! Hoku flew a little bit too close to the sun, I think, and that is going to be the second kill for Roll1 eSports as they come over here and just go ahead and snap a Varian's neck. Lots of damage coming through. Oh, Ratson! Almost gets the body lock. Rocky Roll not quite able, but there is another wall going down. A little push through the exact same amount as the Dragon Knight would have. Here comes the Tempest Jet. There is Hoku coming through. There's Jason. Jason goes in and steps back. Knocked down to about 25%, but we'll go ahead and get out of there. A-okay. 4 versus 4 down here in the bottom lane. Oh, Lyric did go ahead and take Ocean Renewal at level 1. Just go ahead and use it in order to heal up. Jason a little bit too close for comfort. Does not want to try and do that fight. So with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have Mango. Nice sidestep, trying to stay out of that. The shields do a lot of really good value. Just go ahead and sidestep that, and Mango going ahead and taking a huge amount of damage. Trying to go ahead and get into this. Shields give a lot of extra health, but of course, Leo can actually heal himself very effectively. This will going to be picked up. They do have a lower point for the time being, but there's a 4 versus 4 fight going on, so none of them are really free to go into the middle and actually become a dragon. Do have the cocoon coming out down here, trying to go ahead and get this taken care of. Lots of damage going on to Varian. Hoku will go down. And there is the big old boom. Fight continues to go through here. Now here's the thing. At level 7, did the Leoric take... Yes. Wait, what? Okay, this is actually going to be really, really bad for Leoric. Because here's the thing. Every time Leoric hits with Drain Hope, Artanis can go in and just dash back and dash in order to break the tether. And the way you counter that is at level 7, you can increase the tether by 25%, the range of it. And then Artanis can no longer do that. It makes Leoric really, really easily beat Artanis in trades. But with that, Artanis can actually get out of it very consistently. Went for more healing as opposed to cannot be broken. Really kind of disagree with that pick. They are moving in here. We may have our first fort of the game falling in just a second as they are marching forward. Artanis goes ahead and moves back, tries to go and get this taken care of. Tempest will go ahead and hold this back. We do not quite have that falling, but all 3 of Macro Machines forts have taken damage at this point. That is definitely not where you want to be going. We do have a level 10s online. We've already seen Cocoon come out. We do have a Rip Tire, Wailing Arrow, Suppression Pulse, and Ancestral Healing. On the side of Roll1, on the other side we will have Earthquake, Rain of Vengeance, Flaming Swipe, Shield Wall, and Entomb.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
Oh, big damage. KLA going in for the side. Rock Your World does go and have to move back real quick. Vala did take the Q quest. Puncturing Arrow did not go for the Gambit. Don't really blame that. You know, there is an Artanis on the other team.
Put an end to this cursed realm.
So we do go and have bottom camp going, or bottom temple going the way of the orange. We do go and have Artanis taking top for the time being. The Orc is moving in that direction, trying to go in to get that taken back. No real attempt to contest them over it. There are two people here, but they need to be very careful. Majority of the team did go in and go here to try and pick up and push down the top lane with this mercenary camp. See, they can just immediately break the tether. It makes it so much harder for Leoric. Apparently not harder enough, though, because Tippus is kind of running away with this. Oh, and that time, it did not break. Bye-bye, Mango. But what? I was gonna say, that's some bullarchy. Oh my gosh, shield, I mean, it still died, but completely made a fool out of me. We do go and have Hoku coming through, KLA and Ratson. There's Jimmy Bob Joe goes in and he hits with a little bit of healing going down. The bottom temple is taken by the side of Roll1, but Macro Machines wants that back. They are looking at the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. Oh, be careful, KLA. That's a little frightening. That's even more frightening. Alright, we do go and have that easy care of. Now, they do get the Dragon Knight. We did go ahead and have Leoric become the dragon in the middle of all that, but will definitely not be supported in their aggression with both Thrall and Vala down. It's going to get a tower. That may be all that they wrote. There's Mingo going out of here. Jason going ahead and moving forward. Being like, yeah, you can't kick us all. Squeaky Wheel gets the kick. In this case, we all want to be the Squeaky Wheels. Okay, gets 2 towers.
That beast is not my
Need to be a little bit careful. There is an entomb here, and there it goes. There is the blind coming through, stop slot after going on. This is 5 versus 2. Lots of damage. Tippus has to go and get out of there. There is Thrall inside the cocoon. Not going to be able to get anything done. And Thrall going to be in a lot of trouble here in a second. Ratson just got Ratsoned. I don't know what that verb means, but it's probably bad.
destroyed a fort.
Alright, right now I've got to say that Roll1 is rolling away with it. I was trying to say running away with it and make it a pun. I couldn't really find out a good pun. But they are 7 kills to 1. They are up almost 3/4 of a level. Which actually, you know what, hats off to Macro Machines for their emphasis on macro. Like the fact that they are down this many kills and still the same level is impressive. Mango, you can't leave? Man, they stayed in it for a really long time, though. We're going to move up here, going to get this taken care of. Trying to get this dealt with. I'm a bit surprised. I mean, like, I guess it is 4 versus 4, never mind. 4 versus 4, and Vala comes back before Artanis. I felt like the pressure was all over the map for the time being, but they're just going to go ahead and take camps, get the passive experience, try and get to 20s, and with 20s go ahead and start really pushing into their opponents. We're going to have Leoric. Tempest is up here, trying to go ahead and keep this from getting taken. Tempest, very aware, does not see the rest of the team, and says, well, my own team is down at the bottom of the map. I don't need to, like, really risk myself for this. Just go ahead and move Zolan back. It looks like they are going to go in and try and take the bottom. No one is currently in position to take top. Will they actually fight for this? They might. I think it's 5 versus 4 in favor of Roll1 eSports. So this is actually a really good fight. There comes the blind coming down in order to go ahead and try and make them not as good a fight for them. Hoku does go ahead, protected by the way. Not going to matter as 2 people go down. Level 20s are online. They should have known that attack was coming. And with Leoric not in the vicinity, they say we can go in. Nothing can stop us. Look at level 20s. We do go down for Rewind. Extra oomph, Bolt the Storm, Orbital Bombardment, and Rhaegar does not know. Man, Mango gets entombed. He just does not care about getting entombed. He's like, okay, so I don't get to leave, but are you going to come in here? And basically the entirety of Mecha Machine was like, you know what? No, you're cool. What is this bill I've got to know? Extra damage to the Triple Titan and Titan Killer. KLA just going and dropping mines everywhere. It's a minor issue. So, minor issue, we do go and have a dragon channel available. Hoku and Ratson are on hand to make sure that does not happen. But if they moved in right now, no, they're going. Okay, this is smart. They're like, okay, go ahead and just put pressure in the side lanes. We already have pressure thanks to the catapults. I love the respect between the 2 teams. If you notice that, like, Varian went charged in and then stepped back, and then Rock Your World bro charged away from him. Like, both of them were just like, we don't want to be near the other tank. But they cannot stay here. They do have this, like, these giants pushing through the bottom lane. There are 2 giants and 2 catapults. It looks like Tibbus has gone back. That should trigger some aggression. There's the blind coming through, lots of damage. There's an ancestral going ahead and keeping that alive. There is the stun. Nice pushback from Jimmy Bob. Not going to let that go in. Hoku in the middle of a lot of damage. Ratson does go ahead and in the backline takes down Junkrat, but goes down themselves, and that is going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of Roll1. Vala is inside a cocoon. Vala's got all dressed up with nowhere to go. Man, that entomb almost worked against the Vala. Vala really could not retreat. Alright, a little bit of smack coming through, and there comes the Dragon Knight. The beetle became a dragon. That is one heck of an evolution right there. GG is called. We do go on to have game number 1 going in favor of Rock Your World, or I should say Roll1 eSports under the command of Rock Your World. No, it was only Rock Your World. No one else contributed that game. Please don't look at the stats I'm about to go over. We do go on to have the number 1 damage, amazingly, is Mango on that Artanis. Jason does come in with 56,000 on the Sylvanas, and then Waneba is going to be on the Junkrat with 51,000. Number 1 healing is Velvet, and here's... Okay, look. The number 1, 2, and 3 highest damage dealers were on the blue team, but yet the blue healers still got the healing numbers out. Fantastic job, Velvet. And then we do have Jimmy Bob Joe comes in with 65,000. Experience contribution, we do go and have Leoric running away with it. Did not stick to the top lane, was going all over that map. Soaked 10,000. 10,000 more experience than Artanis did. Feel the hatred of 10,000 minions. Leoric sure did. He smashed them all. Do go and have the Talontiers. Go ahead and bring them out. Take them into Storm League, copy them down. And I will see you in game number 2 after a quick little cat nap. So I'm sleepy, you all.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. I thought by eliminating half of life, the other half would thrive. But you've shown me that's impossible. I'm thankful. Because now, I know what I must do. I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, create a new one that knows not what it has lost, but only what it has been given. A grateful universe.
Alright, welcome to game number 2. As you can see, we did go ahead and have Roll1 eSports won the first game. Macro Machines is looking to go ahead and turn that back. I'm extra proud anytime I can do that where I can point to things on the screen because it's reversed for me. So I have to be like, point that way to point that way. It makes sense if you're in my head. Which, let's be honest, all of you should be. So Zeratul being the first one banned out. This is another, well, I say another two-lane map. Dragonshire is not a two-lane map, but it basically feels like it because the four-man acts like just goes back and forth between the bottom lane. But it's a little bit more open than that. We do have the Johanna being banned out by the side of Roll1 eSports. Do not want to deal with the most durable tank in the game. So what else are you afraid of, Macro Machines? You get rid of the Anduin. They say, we have a thing in mind. We're going to go in and destroy people. We don't need you saving them. No. Who is our last ban? They are going to go in and get rid of the Vala. I thought Vala was played by Roll1. I guess they didn't first pick it, did they? I may be wrong. Okay, Hoku comes back with the Artanis. This is just the battle for Artanis? Yep, we do have a few roster changes. We do have Mongoose come out on the side of Roll1, and we are going to go ahead and have Arcane coming out on the side of Macro. Okay, I'm interested to see this. They banned Alarak away, so this is going to be the Battle of the Protoss. The Hierarch versus the, I forget what Alarak's title is. Also, can I just point out that all of the heroes picked so far are from StarCraft? It's going to bother me now. Sorry about this. This is what happens when I know the lore and I forget something. Okay, High Lord. The Hierarch versus the High Lord. So we go in a new brack once again. Tempest was the offlaner last time. Is going to go ahead and be stepping in unless there's a switch. Swaps can happen, especially with Artanis in the game. I don't know why I'm like Zertal's banned, everyone. Would you go and have Greymane being taken out and Sylvanas? A lot of DPS bans this time around. 4 of the 6 are DPS bans. So who is going to be the top laner? Is it going to be Artanis or is it going to be Thrall? It could go either way. There is the Li Ming and Sonya. I'm gonna say we've got a lot of diversity in here. We've got 3 StarCraft heroes, 2 Warcraft heroes, 2 Diablo heroes. Let's go ahead and just double Overwatch and then Orphea.
I heed the voice of Elune. The hunt is on.
Okay, that was 0 Overwatch heroes. I've got to say, unfortunately, they went to StarCraft and 4 Warcraft heroes. That is much less diverse than I was hoping for. But we do have Tyrande. We do stand Tyrande here, and Hoppy Deer Best here. Arcane's showing us how it's done. Very green team. Anubrak, you need more green. Where's your green? I guess Anubrak is green on the inside. Alright, so we will go and have the ETC on Rock Your World going up against the Anubrak. I will say Anubrak's his spines can stop a mosh, but his burrow cannot. Although I think it means with the exact timing, I think it might be possible sometimes. I don't think Anubrak's unstoppable when he burrows, but let's get into the game. I'll see you in just a second. Alright, come back. So here we go, on to game number 1. We do go and have on the side of Roll1 eSports the winners of our previous match, or our previous game, I should say. It's not a whole match, it was just one game. We have Rock Your World coming out on ETC in the Nexomania skin. Let's go. I appreciate your spirit. We do go ahead and have Mongoose coming out on Sonya, not the Nexomania skin. Mango is going to be on the Alrak. We're going to have Jason playing the Li Ming, and then Waneba on the Stukov. Meanwhile, representing the side of Macro Machines, we do have Hoku playing the Artanis. We'll go ahead and have Bativis Jet on the Anubarak. We'll have Rotson playing the Thrall. Arcane, not in the Nexomania skin, but playing Lunara. And then we do going to have Jimmy. He's going to come back here on the Tyrande. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do go ahead and have the Crash Lightning coming out of the Thrall. We will go ahead and get Extend Lightning. Okay, that happened. What happened there is that the Stukov managed to get the Hush Puddle down underneath Anubrak. Anubrak was counting. Anubrak does not have a lot of health, so being able to deny the slide out is just very, very, very damaging. Was that low blow? That felt like low blow. That was low blow. Lots of damage with Jason. Man, they're just picking on poor Jason. 1 stack. Keep in mind there are 3 quests here. That was, I'm guessing it's the 5 heroes one. I can't believe they would hit 15 already. On the one hand, this is surprising because it totally gives away the fact that they're taking the camp. But on the other hand, now that Jason's here, like, what's Hoku going to do? Hoku can't go fight the camp with a wizard at their back. I will have a Hearth back in order to get mana back. Jimmy Bob Joe going to go in and right back out. Will Scouts, they are not currently on the camp. You broke a bottle? Your owl broke a bottle? You go ahead and have Tempest Jet down here fighting against Rock Your World. I'm going to go ahead and hold this back. A little bit of a delay picking this up on the side of Roll1 eSports. That's going to give a little bit of race time. Does take Nature's Calling. So that means we'll not be as good at the race. They're really, really aiming to fight here, not to be able to, like, rush through. No one is up top stopping this camp. Although, lucky on the side of Roll1. There is a 1 level advantage right now on the side of macro machines. Their macro is paying off so far. As soon as I finish saying that, it's not true anymore. Alright, there's the flying around. Lots of damage flying everywhere. This is going to be a straight race. It does look like World's going to try and interfere just a little bit. It does. Oh, it's so close, but it does look like the race is slightly faster for the blue team. Bit surprised. I didn't think Alrock had all that good race. But then they do have Li Ming and they do have Sonya. Sonya, did you? Oh no, you're not level 7 yet. Haha. There's Hell's Gates going down. Lots of damage coming through. Would you go going this little bit damage to the wall? The little spin attack happened a little bit after all of the enemies or the things nearby didn't exist anymore. I'm gonna go in and get through here. They should not get the fort. You almost never get the fort with the first immortal. There will be a fight over this. They do go and get a little bit of damage. There is ETC is kind of going in, but without the rest of the team backing him up right away. There's a lot of damage on Tempest. Does go out, and they're just gonna go and pick this up. I'm a bit surprised. I guess it's because Artanis was down there, so they're like, this is gonna be 5 versus 4. We don't need to fight into this. Oh, Rocket World gets into range of that tower. Goes to take the 3 cannonballs, and they're going to go take it out by the poison for the Lunara. I'd say steak is on the menu, but literally just got killed by poison. I don't want to eat that steak. Alright, currently does have 83 sadism. Has gone ahead and taken some things that lower it a little bit. Alright, we do go and have the blind coming up from Artanis. Does not actually affect anyone though. And much, much, much faster clear happening down here. Arcane just going ahead and blasting into them. I am curious. You just take Wild Vigor. And then the Sonya did take Battle Rage, so that's helping quite a bit. A lot of damage on the Mango. Mango does not actually. That lightning was so on point when it went through and managed to heal enough that the poison was not there. Here's Mongoose. Mongoose takes a good bit of damage. Rocky World dives in order to try and save their friends, and we'll go ahead and successfully do so. But that does mean that the forces of Macro Machines are here, and there's no one currently racing other than Hoku, which is on the side of Macro Machines. Oh, Arcane. But there is Mako making a bunch of to be careful. Obviously, all of the stacks will be lost from our Alric if Alric goes down. Go ahead to bottom lane because top lane is almost down. Bottom lane is also almost down, actually. We'll probably go down in this assault. Derp, it's the other one. Well, you know what? I'm still right. I said it would probably go down in this, and it totally did. I was thinking about the other fort, but you know what? The statement itself was true. Okay, Mongoose definitely taking the favorable side of that trade. Hoku is backing off, but here comes Sonya. Looking at our level 1 talents, we do go ahead and have Sundering coming from Thrall, Suppression Pulse, Leaping Strike, Starfall, and Cocoon. On the other side, we will see Mosh, Leap, Disintegrate, Deadly Charge, and Flitting Swipe. Oh, big Starfall coming in, really making this an uncomfortable place to be. Leeming goes down, Thrall goes down, ETC goes down, Tempest Jet does not have a whole lot left. There is some blasts coming in. Arcade tries to go in and get to the point, just going to go ahead, not there quite in time. The point is picked up by the blue team, and that ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Macro Machines, but they do lose the camp. Alright, both teams go ahead and pick up their Shaman camp. They were looking to go in and invade into this. They're not going to quite be able to. It's already been taken. Oh, but Hoku might be in a bit of trouble. Hoku trying to clear this out, but here comes everyone. Big blind comes out, but there's the silence. Hoku has to back the opposite way and cannot swap from inside the silence. But this does mean that free clear up top. Big wave comes in. They can just walk away at this point. It's theirs. Okay, is unstoppable. I was wrong. They're going to try and get that. The battle goes on, and meanwhile the mercenary camps are just taking everything. Guys, this is a problem. I mean, looks like Mongoose is like, okay, yeah, this is a problem. I need to deal with this. No one gets hit by that. Now moving back and forth. Big Mongoose goes in and gets in the middle. There's the leap. Oh, massive leap. Goes ahead and lands. Oh, it looks like a lot of damage. That looks so good for the side of Macro Machines. But it ends up being a 3-for-1. Only 70 going down. I'll rock up to 109 stacks. Hard 9 saves, I should say, not stacks, because he starts with 100, although he has taken some penalties. We do have him flying up to the top. He's going to go ahead and just press into this. The top is almost assuredly gone, although they're not actually supporting him. They went down here. Okay, I was going to say, did they actually like just not clear that up? Nice damage. Silence comes down. Tempest Jet has just nothing they can do. Like, the all-rock silence, whenever you're able to, like, combo into it like that, is just so... I mean, like, I don't think I have to tell any of you, the silence is really good in this game. Not being able to press your buttons makes it very hard for you to save yourself. Roll1 is pushing this. But right now, the map is just even. All forts have been taken out. My top camp falling. This one lone guy is still here. He's like, I haven't died yet. Or, if I want to be less annoying with my vocalization, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Kind of a weird use of that, I've got to say. Like, it's only 40-second cooldown. We're probably not going to fight in 40 seconds, but still. You're just using it in order to slightly inconvenience the other team. I bet you do. So we do go out, everyone kind of moving back and forth. They're positioning right now, waiting to move in. Neither team really wants to commit. Both of them want to fight with their immortal supporting them. Neither team has an advantage, although that's a... I say that is definitely an advantage now for the side of Roll1, or it would be if Stukov hadn't just gone down. There's a big mosh coming down, big old dancing. It's 2 for 2 so far. Ratson does go and get taken out. That is going to give a slight advantage over to the side of Roll1. We go and have Tempest trying to go in and get out of there. Team Diablo going in and doing what they do best. There's another owl coming through. Oh my god, Jason! that was beautiful. Hoku? The owl into... Oh my gosh, he's low enough. I would just go and have the Ilarian is coming out to try and push down the bottom lane. Without the Li Ming, they may not want to fight for this. The Rocky World is sure acting like they're going to. Yeah, they have no chill. They don't care. Big blind comes down in order to try to push back. Li Ming is back and trying to reunite with their party. They are up level 20s on the side of Roll1 eSports. Nico is currently up to 137 stats. Well, never mind. Down to 80. Does 80% bonus damage to any attack against a hero, which is a lot less than 137% bonus damage. So that turned things around very, very quickly. That is a 4-0 in favor of Roll1 eSports. I was here explaining how percentages work, and they're just like, we're just going to kill this entire team. We're just going to destroy everyone. That should be all she wrote with Angela Lansbury. We're down to 40%. Yeah, Jason doing everything they can. Jason trying to hold all this, but there's no way, and the poison's got it already. So with that, game number 2 does go the way of Macro Machines, able to push it back and take us to a game number 3, which we were going to play either way, but at least this one, it's more like, I don't want to say legitimate, but more, hype-tastic. We'll go with hype-tastic. Looking at these stats, we do go and have, in terms of damage, 49,000 damage coming out of Happy Tier, Best Tier, 49,000 damage also coming out of Stoic War Chief, Best War Chief, 48,000 damage coming from Snarky High Lord, Best High Lord. Cat! Hold on, hold on. I think someone's been trying to get into my Chipotle. I mean, obviously the bag is empty, but he apparently didn't know that. He's just walking along, there's like a bag hanging off him. It's okay, you're not very smart. He's like, I've been assaulted by a bag. I don't want to be petted right now. Alright, what you going to have in terms of the soak? Hoku does outsoak the Sonya by quite a bit, actually, about 4,000. So, love to see it. Talent-wise, we got these. Copy them down. Take them to the... take them to Storm League. Make sure to get massive, massive victories for you. We do go and have Amateur Opponent, followed by Shield Surge. Solarite Reaper, Phase Bulwark, Blades of a Templar, and then more and more blinds. I will see you in game number 3. Before I go though, the gang's all here. Hi. Yeah, you're here too. Ah, okay, fine, I'm coming.
You said we'll do that together too. We lost. You weren't there.
I am inevitable.
I will say these teams know what map to go to for an epic finale. Towers of Doom, the map of comebacks, the never say die, the never give up, never surrender of Here's the Storm. We do go and have first pick and first ban going to macro machines, which does mean that Roll1, I should probably give them their point, huh? That'd be a good thing for me to do as a caster. Brightwing continues to be banned out. No Brightwing, no Poly. They're going to have the first ban coming on the other side. This is a map where globals are very powerful. It's either I think it's the second largest map in Here's the Storm. I do think Cursed Hall is a little bit bigger than it. But still being able to like more or less teleport around the map, very helpful. Then you go in and say, we do not have first pick, therefore we want to take away the most defensive tank in the game. That thing is hard to pick off. Stukov being removed. Once again, just Velvet is like really disliked by macro machines. Continuously hitting Velvet's hero pool. Nobody gets healers? We just agreed to play this like we're playing quick match and just like 8 assassins, a bruiser and a tank. Let's go. I'm not surprised to see after all these bans, they're like, no, let's prioritize, let's get a healer out. There's not a whole lot of them left. Everyone loves the Deckard, like, old man with a gun skin. It's not a bad one, but I'm just surprised at how popular it is.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Also, new shirt. It's very subtle. It's like, okay, it's just got this nice little like flower design on the front, but they're trans colors. Oh, there's the Zeratul. Did not get banned this time. Definitely coming out. So we do have Ratson on the Dibbles, and then Zeratul. So there is no tank yet on the side of Roll1. We may go ahead and see another tank banned out. Who does Diablo not want to go into? Okay, that makes sense. I probably could have seen that coming. I mean, if you come back over here, you're going to be on camera again. It's just how it works. Alright, so we do go and have Leoric. They're going to be the double soaker. And then Garage going to be throwing people everywhere. Anaressa said hi to you. You want to say hi to Anaressa? Hello. Alright, so we do go ahead and have, at the end of the day, Malthael going to be double soaking against Leoric. This is something that Malthael will have the slight advantage on, but Leoric is harder to gank. So what we'll probably potentially see happen... Oh no, that's interesting. Orphea... Okay, no, never mind. I was thinking Tracer could just go up and bully the Malthael, but Orphea not as much. Still somewhat, but not as much. But here we go. We're going into the game right now. Eep.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Alright, everyone's going to move into the middle. Looking at this final match, the rubber match, we are going to go ahead and see Velvet is going to be playing the Orphea. Actually not playing healer this time around.
The battle begins.
We do go ahead and have
10 seconds.
Waneba is going to be on the Deckard Cain. Jason on the Sylvanas. Rock Your World is playing the Garage. And here comes Leoric, being played by the Goose is Loose. Mongoose himself. Top lane, we do have Tempest Jet onto the Malthael. Tassadar moves immediately to the bottom on with played by Hoku. Arcane is playing the Zeratul. Bratson on the Diablo, and Jimmy Bob Joe is going to be playing the Anduin.
Draws first blood.
Well, that was a lot of people. They threw a surprise party, and Hoku did not enjoy it. This is really nice of the Deckard to just kind of leave these here. So say Rocky Roll's being a little gutsy, who's stepping up into the enemy team. Although I guess only Hoku and Rasen were there. But he didn't necessarily know that. He was very close to the gate, and there could have been more behind it. A nice little stun onto Rocky World. Both sapper camps are trying to march through the bottom of the map. Not going to be successful. Although it looks like blue has a better chance. I don't think that'll be allowed though. If only one of them is left. But it does actually get its attack off. Zeratul so far going in and taking Greater Cleave and then Brindley Cleave. So lots of damage. And whenever they can get into the middle of the entire enemy team like that, it does a lot of aggression. He's being a little bit careful of the Garage, because the Garage should throw them into an area they don't want to be. Though, if they don't use their blink, they should be okay. I was gonna say, that's the problem with Diablo, because you're like, oh, I'm gonna throw you, and the Diablo's just immediately in a position to charge into you. And if you're not careful, they'll charge you right into a wall, and you'll take massive damage. Like a giant enemy crab being hit by its weak point. Yeah, Hoku, you are not the tank. Mongoose, I think, has to give up on this. Mongoose? You can't. Alright, that is a health lead on the side of Macro Machines, 36 to 32. Alright. Oh! Rocker World definitely went in there to scout that out. Did not necessarily expect to run into quite what he ran into. Though he is definitely staying alive. Do. I'll be the first to admit, I thought he was dead for sure. I thought there was no way he survives that, and he's just like, I live forever. BT dub. Sorry, my cat's pressing buttons. My cat's really good at that. Alright, we're at level 7 all. Interesting. I almost never see my levels picked up. That's why I had to check it. I'm like, wait, what talent is that? Arcane is definitely trying to be a pest, and is going to be successful at it, but here's the big thing. Oh. Tempest apparently had a miscommunication and thought if there was a fight happening. That is going to even up the core health as another 4 shots come across. I've been there, Tempest. I've definitely had that happen to me. Where I'm just like, okay, here we go. And then I'm like, wait, where, why are we not? I thought you said. Okay, there's Hoku. Hoku does a bunch of damage. The mind control just kept them there entirely too long. Obviously, we're at level 10s on the side of Roll1. In addition to mind control, we do have a Warlord's Challenge in Tomb. Is that Lordado? I think that's Lordado. And then Orphea does not know. Some of you might be like, you don't have to call out that they haven't picked a talent yet. Like, they're level 11. Yes, I do. Does eventually take Crushing Jaws. We do go and have on the other side, we have Black Hole, Void Prison, Light Bomb, Last Rites, and Apocalypse.
Once more, victors rise from the depths.
So what can you do with a Void? I think Void can actually... Can you void your own core? I think you can. I don't know if they ever fixed that. I don't know if that's a bug.
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
Alright, Ratson, just go ahead and use APOC to get away. There is the Lorena. Lorena's trying to pull them back. Ratson has a very, very low health pool, but we'll go ahead and get out of here.
Hero slain.
When Neighbor's like, no? Alright, Tib is trying to go in and stay alive. The whole gang's all here. Jason looking in, looking for this little Malthael party. Who could ask for more?
Like all the others.
I freaking love that girl. She's just like, go kill them. We're down to 25 core health, which we were at 32. That must mean we actually had some sappers get in as well. Because that would be 5 shots plus 2 sappers. Oh my god, I can't believe that hit! Okay, Andy was like, no, that's not going to be a thing. I really did not think that mind control was actually going to do anything. So they are defending this. They have another 3 sappers going forward. And this could get the core down to 22 if they all go in. Very aggressive defense though. But there's Ratson getting tossed into the damned. Oh wow, I'm very surprised Ratson survived that. I was just waiting for Ratson to be dead, but that's not what happened. And it does look like one sapper got in, but the other 2 were defeated.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars.
This could get down to 14 if they don't get either of these. Malthael comes in from the top. No one's stopping Sylvanas at the bottom.
And mine alone. I am Lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from me.
Okay, that's a combo. Ratson, you still have no health though. Arcane moving away from Rock Your World. Trying to get a little bit of this done. Here are more sappers. They're just very good about threatening. I mean, I don't usually see sappers this successfully brought in often. There goes another kill into the Diablo. 1 sapper got in once again because we're down to 13 core health. That is almost down. They've almost managed to take care of it. They've taken that back, but Malthiel. Remember I said Malthiel didn't have a lot of escapes? Well, that proves it. In case you all thought I was lying to you.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I'm open to my tunnel as well.
They're abandoning the bottom one in order to go in and get the top two for 8 more shots. That will lower the core down to 5 core health.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you. Do Gravekeeper. You have done well, heroes.
They're not within boss end yet, but this is a very, very good position for Roll1. However, don't forget what map we're on. This is the map where comebacks happen all the time. I level 17 all. A little bit of experience leads for Roll1. Likely because it's 10 kills to 1. Like again, Macro Machines is true to their name. They're really good at macro. Not so... I mean, like, also really good at combos, because that was a 2 for 1 so far. Mongo's very, very low. Ratson looking for this engage. And Towers of Doom, ladies and gentlemen. Because this could get their opponents down to 20, possibly 16 if they get both and the boss. Which they do definitely want to get the boss off the map. It's scary for them. Alright, they got that. No one's challenging the other one just yet, though. They weren't sure if there was going to be a fight. But here comes the next 4 down to 16. Yeah, this is very, very bad for Tempest. Actually gets out of there. I was not sure they would. It's just the battle of the offlaners. It's like, okay, we're going to kill Tempest. And the other team's like, okay, we're going to kill Hoku. Actually, no, Hoku's on that team. Yep, shut up. We have 16 to 5. Even in terms of structures, no one open to sappers attacking. Trying to get 19. There is actually an experience advantage for Macro Machines because, once again, they are really good at macro. Surprising, I know. You're going to Zirtle moving back down the bottom. Nice pickups from there. Got much even. That may have just been a momentary lead that they had as opposed to like a actual difference. Hoku gets pulled back. There's Ratson. Ratson goes and gets the stun onto Orphea. Jason's getting very, very low. There's the Lornado. Lornado knocking back the opponents. There is the Last Rites. Jason does go down. Last Rites currently up to a few stacks. 3. To be precise. Rock Your World in the middle of a lot of pain, managing to stay together, but is fighting. The rest of the team is not able to be there, and there is, oh my gosh, the armor is not as effective whenever you get hit by cannonball shots. That's going to be a 2-4-0 in favor of Macro Machines. And Towers of Doom continues. Here's the thing, though. Down to 12. Looks like they could almost go and actually rush these two and see if they can 6-cap. Because they're on the verge. They've done damage to all of the forts. I guess there keeps now, actually. Both teams are now level 20. Oh, Ratson has no chill. I love that, though. The root and the silence does not quite work out, but it was very scary. Alright, big light to protect you. There goes Leoric getting taken down. 2 people get stunned by that. Tassar goes down. Hoku is not going to be in this fight. Jason down to about 25% health. They're both going back and forth. Arcane is looking for this. Arcane has not actually died this whole game. He's been weaving in and out the whole time. But meanwhile, in the middle of the map, we do go down. Malthiel is leading a lot of enemies forward. These guys are going to run forward and smash into that. So we're on the verge of 6-capping, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, you know what I just said? Oh, 6-cap does not quite happen, but here comes 6 shots coming through. Their opponent is now 5-2-5. But one Eba. Oh, no. That'll take it down to 3. I forgot. Both teams are level 20. The next altar could win it. Depends if Roll1 manages to get a altar before then. This is definitely something you need to be careful of. That was very close. Oh, I did not realize he was back up. But again, this does not end. This takes him down to 1 health. They did leash it. They don't want to try and fight for this because they know if their opponents take this. I think it's funny. It's like, we don't want to lose this because if our opponents take it, we lose. And they're like, but we have to get it off the map. They're so respectful and so careful about the silencing entomb. Oh, does miss with the mind control. Obviously at level 20, the mind control cooldown is almost nothing. Okay, Antiwin is not here. Antiwin is trying to win this way. And will do so. So with that, we actually have Micro Machines wins at the last second. That was the fight, massive fight going on over the boss, and Andrew would just kind of like snuck away and be like, "I'm going to go channel this down here." Fantastic, but at the same time, I totally get it because from Roll1's perspective, they did not want to have to defend 2 altars. They needed both to win, and they were just like, "If we get boss right now, we win." So it was a worthwhile idea, worthwhile attempt. I stopped commentating, I just started watching it. I'm sorry. Hero damage, we do have Jason leads the way with 57,000. We have 50,000 coming from Arcane. And then Tempest with 48,000. Healing-wise, we do have Waneba. Just come out with